Hi guys! It's my favorite time of the month again, and that time is TBR time. I already started this video and my dang AC was on, just like last time, and I'm not gonna do that to you guys again, so we're restarting. Luckily I didn't get too far. I'm gonna do the TBR jar, but like I wanna see if I can really try to pick like fall vibe books with the jar. I'm getting in that fall mood, and I feel like September is the perfect time as it is the beginning of fall. With that, I'm kind of thinking like fantasies, dark academia, just like more vibey books, if that makes any sense. Let's pick our first prompt. Number 1. Oh, perfect. A fantasy. I have so many fantasies that I have been wanting to pick up, but there was a fantasy on my last month's TBR that I didn't get to. I definitely want to pick it up, so that fantasy is Daughter of No Worlds. I believe this is adult fantasy, I think. The back of this says, a life in slavery taught Tasana how to survive with nothing but a sharp eye, a quick mind, and a touch of magic. But the night she tried to buy her freedom, she nearly paid with her life. Instead, she murdered the most powerful man in Threll. Forced to flee, she has only one chance at saving those she left behind, pledging herself to the Orders, an organization of magic wielders strong enough to destroy her former masters. To earn her place, Tasana is forced into an apprenticeship with Maxentarius Farleon, a handsome and reclusive fire wielder who despises the Orders. He has no interest in helping her, but as the Order's grip tightens around them both, his bloody past may be the key to her future, or their downfall. Under the looming war, Tasana must master her magic and survive the Order's demands, and as her feelings for Maxentarius deepen, she's forced to decide how much she's willing to trade away for revenge. The Orders have bigger plans for Tasana, darker plans, but Tasana will stop at nothing to save those she abandoned, even if it means forfeiting her freedom and sacrificing her heart, even if it means wielding death itself. I'm pretty sure last month, after I read the back of that, I was like, it's giving Nesta, which it is, and I'm here for that, even though Nesta isn't my favorite character, I will say. Don't hate me. I know she's been through a lot, I know, but I still kind of feel like even if you've been through a lot, you shouldn't treat people like that. But that's just me. That's just me. I can acknowledge that she's been through a lot, and I feel sorry for her, but anyway, why did that turn into an ACOTAR rant? I don't know, but this is my first pick for a fantasy, Daughter of No Worlds. I'm so excited for this series. Number 2. A sci-fi book. I don't think I have a sci-fi. I don't have a sci-fi, and this is actually good because I've been wanting to pick up some books at the libraries. The only sci-fi that I can think of right off the top of my head is Red Rising. I wanted to read it when everyone was first starting to have like hype about it, but now like, I don't know. I'm feeling about it. Let's see if I have any other sci-fi books on my list. Okay, Project Hail Mary. My library has it, so I think for a sci-fi, I'm gonna pick up Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I've heard really good things about this. The description says, Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and the Earth itself will perish. Except that right now he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time. And he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. His crewmate's dead, his memories fuzzily returning. Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on his tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. And with the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he's got to do it alone. Or does he? Number 3. I don't even know how many I'm picking. Let's pick 6. A book with a red cover. I have a few books. Okay, I have 3 books that are red. The first is Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. This is a thriller. I also have The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And I have The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. I feel like out of all of these 3, these are the 2 most red. I know that has some red, but it's like mostly white, I feel like. And this one seems like it has like really the most red, like the whole cover is red besides the back. But this also has a lot of red. And I feel like these both could be like a really good vibe for fall. I can't decide. I wish you guys were actually here to tell me what to do. I'm putting it into a number generator because yes, I am that indecisive. Storied Life is gonna be 1 and Anonymous Girl is gonna be 2. 1! Okay. For a book with a red cover, I'm gonna read The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. The back of this says, A.J. Fickery's life is not at all what he expected it to be. He lives alone, his bookstore is experiencing the worst sales in its history, and now his prized possession, a rare collection of Poe poems, has been stolen. But when a mysterious package appears at the bookstore, its unexpected arrival gives Fickery a chance to make his life over and see everything anew. Sounds really cute, and the font is pretty big, and it's not that long page-wise, so I'm hoping this will be like a nice, quick little read. Number 4, a book with monsters. That's a good prompt. I feel like, and that's such a good prompt for this month too. Are demons considered monsters? I think I know what I'm picking. That book is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I've been looking forward to this book for a long time, so I'm very excited for this. This is, I believe, YA fantasy, and the back of this one says, after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies. A secret society of so-called Legendborn students that hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiates. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. That sounds so amazing, honestly, and this is just such a good vibe for fall. Second to last, Number Wheel. For Number Wheel, I put in all of my books, like in the order that they're on my bookshelf. It starts like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know what I mean? So I have like approximately 43-ish books on my physical TBR. I put 43, 1 through 43 in the Number Wheel, and then I will go down the line and pick whatever book is that number. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. $19. Not gonna lie, I feel like this might be kind of a stretch to be able to get to this month because it is the biggest book that I have. is very fall vibe, I think. At least I would imagine that it's very fall vibe. But that book is Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is a hefty boy. Over 500 pages. It's like 540-ish pages. I definitely want to try to get to this. I believe this is like a historical fiction with fantasy elements. The description says, 1828. Robin Swift, orphaned by Hilera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lovell. There, Robin trains for years in Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he'll enroll in Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. The tower and its students are the world center for translation and, more importantly, magic. Silverworking, the art of manifesting the meaning lost in translation using enchanted silver bars, has made the British unparalleled in power as the arcane craft serves the Empire's quests for colonization. For Robin, Oxford is a utopia dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. But knowledge obeys power, and as a Chinese boy raised in Britain, he realizes serving Babel means betraying his motherland. As his studies progress, Robin finds himself caught between Babel and the shadowy Hermes Society, an organization dedicated to stopping imperial expansion. When Britain pursues an unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide, can powerful institutions be changed from within, or does revolution always require violence? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of that went over my head. I do think that it sounds good, and I really like R.F. Kuang. I read Yellowface by her and really liked it, so I'm definitely... Ew, there's like a sticker on the back of this, but it's like covered in hair. But I still think that this sounds really good. I like the magical aspect. I love historical fiction, so I think this is going to be really great, and I really hope that I can get to it this month. After Babel, I'm like, should I even pick a 6th book? Because it's gonna be like a feat for me to even get through these 5 books. But just for fun, let's pick a 6th. A pink cover. I don't have a book with a pink cover. Let's look on my list again, and maybe we can get it from the library. Since I'm so indecisive, I'm just gonna like go down the line on my Amazon list and pick literally the first pink book that I see. Okay, well, technically the first pink book is Happy Place, but I've already read that and I don't want to reread it right now. Okay, so the first pink book on my Amazon list is Bunny by Mona Awad. I have definitely heard mixed things about this book. I've heard that it's kind of like a fever dream-ish type of book. A lot of people don't really like her writing style or like her storytelling is what I've heard. Pretty curious to see if this style book would be something that I would like. Samantha Heather McKee couldn't be more of an outsider in her small, highly selective MFA program at New England's Warren University. A scholarship student who prefers the company of her dark imagination to that of most people, she is utterly repelled by the rest of her fiction writing cohort, a clique of unbearably twee rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. But everything changes when Samantha receives an invitation to the Bunny's fabled smut salon and finds herself inexplicably drawn to their front door, ditching her only friend Ava in the process. As Samantha plunges deeper and deeper into the Bunny's sinister yet saccharine world, beginning to take part in the ritualistic off-campus workshop where they conjure their monstrous creations, the edges of reality begin to blur. Soon her friendships with Ava and the Bunnies will be brought into deadly collision. The spellbinding new novel from one of our most fearless chroniclers of the female experience, Bunny is a down the rabbit hole tale of loneliness and belonging, friendship and desire, and the fantastic and terrible power of the imagination. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds straight up my alley. So I'm actually so excited about that. Let's quickly go through my picks. For a fantasy, I picked Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. For a sci-fi book, I picked Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. For a book with a red cover, I picked The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. For a book with monsters, I picked Legendborn by Tracy Dion. And our number wheel picked Babel by R.F. Kuang. And lastly, for a book with a pink cover, we picked Bunny by Mona Awad. I'm really excited about this TBR, you guys. I don't even know how I'm gonna choose what book to read first. If you guys like this video, please subscribe and comment and like this video. I love to chat with you guys down below. Come join my little side of BookTube. I am going to be posting a lot more, hopefully, here. I would really love to make this like a full-time thing. I actually just got laid off, and I feel like it's a sign from the universe to really push on this channel. So I would love if you guys would stick around if you love this kind of content. I'm also a mom and neurodivergent, and I have 2 boys, and I'm a widow, a solo parent. So if any of those things, but especially books, interests you, I would love to have you stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!